We got big news out of Phillies camp down in Clearwater this morning in regards to Bryson Stott, and this could be a reason why there is a big bounce back for the second baseman in 2025. We are going to get into all of that here today on the new episode of Phillies Digest. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, myself, Sean Bernard, are working really hard. We are fully back into the swing of things after this Wild Eagles Super Bowl parade the last few weeks. We are back into full-time Phillies mode. We will be posting multiple videos a day from this point on. 76% of you guys that have not subscribed are watching our videos right now. That's right. Only 23% of our watchers are subscribed. So if you're enjoying our videos and you have not hit that subscribe button yet already, please do so if you have not already. But I do want to get into what we heard today in regards to Bryson Stott. There were a few reporters down in Clearwater today. This from On Patterson's Tim Kelly. This was a great article. If you guys have not checked this out already, visit onpatterson.com to check it out. But for the first time this spring, Bryson Stott spoke to reporters this morning. Stott, obviously a bit of a down year last year. I think we knew he was dealing with some sort of injury, and we kind of found out some details to that today. And it does seem that Stott is now fully healthy and ready to go. But I did want to touch on sort of what Stott said. So this was from Bryson Stott himself this morning in Clearwater. He said, "I felt like my defense and base running and all that was good, and how I know I could do it." He said, for offensively, was just playing through and trying to get healthy. And looking back, it's like I wasn't healthy. He said, "I was good enough to play, and I'm not going to make excuses for that." He says, "I want to play. You never want to sit on the bench or anything. I just kind of sat back this offseason and let my arm heal up and be ready to go this year." He said it was a nerve injury that he sustained in the second month of the season. "I messed up this nerve, some long word for a nerve in there. I did it in the end of May in Miami. I was hitting really well. I was like, all right, I'm feeling back to normal after the rough first month." He kind of got it going, and he took a weird swing, and it kind of made my pinky go numb, he said. And I was like, it's whatever. And then I took another one a week or so later, and it just kind of lingered the whole time. He would then go on to say, he said that it was kind of when I was out in front fooled and had that hyperextension that would make my fingers just go numb. I'd have to call time, and then it would feel fine. He says, "I think as I just kind of kept going and going, it got weaker and weaker, and I was trying to compensate with different parts of my body." He would then say, "And it kind of got me sort of in some bad habits. It's a nervy thing. It's sit and rest and hope it calms down, and you just don't know how long that could be. Obviously, I was healthy enough to play and go out there and give it my all, and that's what I wanted to do, and we did it. If you're not going to affect the game on the offensive side, you still have two other sides that you could affect the game on, so just try to grind through it and play good defense and run the bases." And that is a really great point from Stott, because I do think some parts of Bryson Stott's game do almost get unnoticed sometimes. Yes, last year wasn't the best offensive year from Bryson Stott. As you can see, it was definitely a down year compared to his years past. Just a .315 on base percentage in .506 at bats with 124 hits, but he did steal 32 stolen bases. That is pretty darn good for a middle infielder. That is not some easy thing to do in today's MLB. He was obviously a finalist for the Gold Glove Award last year, but this now for Bryson Stott has the opportunity to be a bounce-back season. I think we know the player that Stott is in the field. He's going to probably be a finalist for Gold Glove every single year of his career, right? He's going to steal 25 to 30 bases every single season. But with Stott, obviously you don't need him to be some 30, 40, even 50 home run guy. That's not what you're expecting, obviously, out of Bryson Stott. I think we all know that. But what you want from Bryson Stott is that contact slap hitter kind of guy, right? You don't need a 600 slugging percentage from Bryson Stott, but you want a high on base percentage, right? You want him to draw walks. You want him to sort of hit the ball the other way, right? Bryson Stott does the things that sometimes a lot of the big name stars don't do, right? Obviously, Bryce Harper is the best pure baseball player on this team, and he's pull heavy, homers, right? Homers, doubles. But right, Stott is the singles hitter. And these guys that hit late in your lineup, these guys like the Brandon Marshes and the Bryson Stotts, the Johan Rojas's, these are your singles, slap hits, steal the bases, play great defense kind of guys. And every baseball team needs that. You don't have 9 guys in a starting lineup that each hit 40 home runs. If you go back and you look at that season, the year that the Phillies won the World Series in '08, there weren't many home run hitters. There was a few, but it's the slap hit guys and the guys that can take the ball the other way. That's the guys that really make the difference, and that's what I really think Bryson Stott can be in this sort of lineup, right? I am predicting a big year for Stott. Obviously, back in 2023, I would say was probably his best year as a Philly. He had a 747 OPS with a 4.4 WAR, 15 homers, over 60 RBIs, a 419 slugging percentage, a 329 on-base percentage. What was unfortunate about Stott was every single one of those stats dipped last year. His average dipped nearly 40 points. His on-base percentage dipped 15 points. His slugging percentage dipped like 60 points. I believe Bryson Stott is going to get back into that 2023 form. And honestly, I think it may be even better than 2023. I think this has the chance to be the best season for Bryson Stott. So that is obviously what we heard from Stott this morning. He is fully healthy going into camp. Right now, it seems like everything is going well for the Phillies down in Clearwater. I do just want to give a few more quick updates before we sort of get out of here. This is from Matt Gelb this morning. Just some normal reporting here from down in Clearwater. Today was officially the first Phillies full squad workout. Bryce Harper did come down with food poisoning, so he is not there. Trey Turner has not arrived to camp yet. His wife recently had a baby, so they're expecting him to be there in the coming days. Aaron Nola was also sick today, so both Harper and Nola both dealing with some sort of food poisoning. They said, I don't know if it's Bryce Harper eating that banana bread he was making. I don't know what he's been making at home. If he's recording all of his TikToks, I don't know what's going on. But Harper should be back very soon. So that's basically it for today. That is sort of the update from Clearwater. But I did want to touch on one more thing. As far as the starting rotation, I do want to kind of end this video off here, and I want to get your guys' thoughts down in the comments. But as far as the starting rotation this upcoming season, I think Rob Thomson's going to have a choice to make. And I do want to get into this in our next video on Phillies Digest. If you guys do want me to do a whole video on this topic, please let us know. But I'm curious if they're going to consider sliding Aaron Nola in, maybe back into the 3 slot this season. Obviously, with the addition now of Jesus Luzardo, the Phillies have 3 lefties in their rotation. Years past, it most of the time went Wheeler, Nola, and then the third guy. I'm thinking maybe this year they try and switch it up. Do they want lefty, 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 3, 4, 5? I think they should go Wheeler, Sanchez, Nola. I honestly think Luzardo should be the 4th. And then I think Suarez 5. So I want to hear, this is kind of the question for you guys down in the comments if you guys did make it this far, and I appreciate it if you did. How would you order the rotation this coming season? Once again, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, just 23% of you guys that are watching our videos are subscribed. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Once again, myself and Sean Bernard are going to be making videos more than once a day for you guys coming up into the season. We are almost in baseball season, and we are ready to bring you guys videos every single day. So once again, this has been a new episode of Phillies Digest. My name is Luke Arcaini. I will see you guys next time.